Hmm. Cooldowns. Insert the replica key of sort of kit into the keyhole. Blade clicks into place, turns and is suddenly drawn inward, vanishing into the shadowy substance of the door. Gate swings open. Bet it does. Why am I going here? Basically to loot it, I suppose, but lower level. Doesn't look that massive, but still sizable. Okay, 3 heavy doors. No, 2 heavy doors. A lot of offering urns. Fighting. One of many. This place. Some of the many spent the last days of their lives here. I wonder what became of those who were imprisoned here after Merkel was overthrown. I'm guessing the one of many invisibility is because it's a way to get around the fact that people don't react to him. Archives. Well, we have a rogue now.
Yes.
Hoary mummified priest. Challenging. Okay. Difficulty class went up. Many. One of many is getting his ass kicked. Well, he's not buffed in any way. It's almost impossible for them to fail this saving throw. We're not going to kill them through a spell like that. Violence. We haven't really been tested heavily though. Not in combat. I think it's mainly because we have a fairly large party. It also heavily makes me lean towards the fact that I'm not doing really any crafting on this expansion either. It will only make things easier. We're not having trouble in the first place, there's no sense in trying to ease things up. It just makes things unsatisfying. We have Home of Profane Rebirth. This massive bookcase is filled with ancient but well-maintained tomes with assortment subjects ranging from necromancy to effective torturing techniques to analysis of the finer points of Mercolite dogma. Unfortunately, there seems to be an elemental barrier in place that prevents any of the books from being removed from their shelves. Well, not exactly surprising. Hard to see how they would stay in some kind of readable condition otherwise. Lamentations of the Dead.
I'm overloaded.
Mass inflict critical wounds. Create greater undead. Power word kill.
Yes. I'm ready if you need me.
Tome of Profane Rebirth. This book appears to contain step-by-step instructions for becoming a lich. The instructions seem so simple that you surmise even a novice might execute them with success. The cover of the tome is extremely weathered due to being left for centuries outside the protective bookshelves in the archives. Despite this, or perhaps due to some dark enchantment, the book contents are largely intact. What is the other thing? Lamentations of the Dead. These scrolls appear to have been written by Merkelite priests centuries ago. They record the fates of many who opposed the former God of the Dead, and they were probably read aloud to encourage fear of Merkel and his faithful. At one time there must have been many of these scrolls, but this one has decayed considerably and much of it is missing. A prominent passage records the fate of a traitorous high priest. Know that all who follow the Lord of Bones shall face tests of fate. Not even the most favored are spared, as we are taught by the tale of Akachi the Betrayer. As a child, Akachi was offered as a sacrifice to the church, along with his brother. He was left unarmed upon our temple threshold, as was the custom in that time. Akachi was thus favored by our god, and named in the tradition of the Eastern Church, as are all those who come as babes into the faith of the dead. Indeed, he showed an uncanny faith as a boy. No poison or disease would touch him, and when the Black Whisper ravaged Mulsantir, he alone walked among the sick, pulled their corpses and dug their graves unharmed. He offered salvation to those who would embrace the Lord of Bones, and it is said that those who converted to Miracle's faith were healed. Each night Akachi would return to the temple and entreat his fellow priests to join him in ministering the dying, but all refused, except for Akachi's brother, Ebeshi. They remained hiding in the temple, fearful of the plague, so Miracle permitted the Whisper to enter his church, carried upon the robes of the two young brothers, and all his covering priests died coughing and rasping in their beds. Only Akachi and Ebeshi survived, and the boy Akachi was anointed high priest of the Mulsantir temple. When the plague had passed, hundreds of converts to Miracle's faith, inspired by Akachi's courage and divine favor, while Ebeshi ministered to the faithful, Akachi walked the surrounding lands and converted hundreds more souls to the Lord of Bones. Miracle's eye was upon him, and our god would visit Akachi in his dreams, instructing him in the highest mysteries of the faith, and entrusting him with missions to destroy his enemies. Akachi became the hand of Miracle's justice, hunting the foes of our god across the plains. No slight against the Lord of Bones went unpunished, no betrayal went unavenged, and no honor was denied Akachi in return. In his hand he bore a silver blade, taken from the depths of the hells of at Miracle's bidding, and granted to him as a reward. Akachi was chosen for Miracle, favored above all. But with such favor come the greatest tests. Akachi's lover was a wizardess who cared little for the gods. One day her enchantments went awry, and she was killed in a magical conflagration. Then was Akachi distraught, for he knew what awaited his beloved. All those who died without fate were bound into the wall of the faithless, and finally dissolved into the substance of the wall. Akachi entreated Miracle to spare his lover. For this he would pay any price, perform any service Miracle might desire. But Miracle's judgment is swift and sure, and it does not waver for those who deny the gods. Akachi's lover would remain in the wall. In that moment Akachi's pride outshone his faith. His anger turned to wrath, and he swore that he would tear down the wall itself to take his lover back, and by this sinful vow he was doomed, and he became the betrayer. Akachi spoke wicked lies to his brother Ebeshi, and turned him against Miracle. By his devotion to his brother, Ebeshi was also doomed. Ebeshi set aside his name, and he took a new name that was given to him by his brother, as a token of his own betrayal. Akachi spoke lies to others as well, turning many faithful against the Lord of Bones. He opened the prison of Miracle's vault and called forth the demi-lich Rama, who had thrice attempted to become a god, and had been thwarted by Akachi himself. Betrayer made pacts with many others as well, promising them great rewards when the wall of the faithless was overthrown. Among these were Zoab, a prince of Celestia, and Seryu, a queen of dragonkind. When he had assembled a mighty host, Akachi carved a doorway between the plane of shadow and the realm of the dead, and he led his army into Miracle's realm. In that hour Miracle appeared in his glory, at the head of an even greater host. All the heroes of the ancient dead marched at his back, with all the masses of the foes, and many Bazi who had been summoned from the hells. Akachi's army crumbled before the Lord of Bones, and his generals fled to the darkest corners of the plains. Not even the betrayer could stand against Miracle in the realm of the dead. Akachi was dragged in chains to the Basilica of Lost Hope, and Miracle pronounced judgment upon him. Be watchful, O faithful of the Lord of Bones, for it is said that Akachi's generals still live, and they promise to return, should the betrayer ever stand before death's gates again. And it is also whispered that Akachi tore the soul of his lover from the wall, before Miracle struck him down. If this sacrilege is true, then she shall be hunted, and find no rest in this world, for the faithless must be held to account, and none may challenge the judgment of the Lord of Bones. It's a good haul of loot for us. It allows us to learn more about what the hell is going on, and the Necromancy Tome should allow us to, well, actually it has two uses. One would be in the Plane of Shadow to finish the Lich ritual that was left unfinished, but we could also give it to the guy in the Kelembor's temple. Oh, Vampire Ancient. Overpowering. This sinister-looking humanoid has pale skin, haunting red eyes, and a feral cast as features. Death Lords. Vampire Ancients. I think we will... Betrayer's Gate. Anything else? Lich King. Impossible. I think we were going in some other direction here. Yeah, I don't really have my best spells available anymore anyway. Ooh, but there's a lot of potential loot here. But there's also Lich Kings, Death Lords, and no, don't think, and ancient vampires. So full rush failed, so I wasted my time, and I'm silenced anyway.
I'll take the lead.
Yeah, we're not fighting here.
I'll take the lead.
Why aren't you moving, you piece of shit? Because you can.
For the crusade.
Nothing she can really do.
Time to finish this.
Yeah, we just sort of walked into this one, and that's pretty much it. Control undead. Well, this could certainly help a little bit. Yeah, he got lucky. The interesting point is I haven't done shit to any of them. Okay. I killed one of many. Vampire Ancient also failed a saving throw, but one of many got there first. So this is an epic failure on all accounts. I'm trying to get rid of the vampires. They're monks. The Death Lords aren't exactly any less of a problem though. No, I do have a great feast. Do it, we're fucked the other way. I'm dead. This didn't have time to do anything. Premonition just isn't... Actually, yeah, illusion spells would be great for survivability at this point. But there's no amount of physical damage blocking that will save our ass. I also don't see any reason for us to really go there at the moment. Top enemies, almost nothing really to gain. Why the fuck did I die?
Keep me in the fight. Heal my wounds. Time to finish this.
Ancient vampires. The eye is so boned. That's one down.
How's cool?
Holy shit, there's an army of them there. Well, in a positive note, the petrified ancient vampire might block them for a few seconds, but holy shit. They're very, very good with fantastic saving throws. We're not gonna kill them. The likeliest one to die is the one that's just petrified. Oh, crap. Doesn't really matter where we're gonna go. This group, we're not gonna survive this. And well, they have about 50 to 50% chance of evading my petrification attack. Yeah. There's no way I can run away from them, and yeah, I think this is. Ugh. Sunburst would be good here, maybe, but they're monks. It's a problem because the reflex saving throw is probably easily avoidable. Yeah. Okay. Vampires are destroyed instantly if they fail the reflex saving throw. They'll still take a lot of magical damage. But yeah, we're not in a good position to fight any of these fights. I'm not saying they're not doable, but I have to puppet mob through them. And there's no way I can survive against 6 ancient vampires dropped on top of us. So we'd have to go through the doorway and probably just try to block it with something. So we'd have to fight against maybe 1 or 2 of them at a time. Try to keep the block there going, and maybe even turn them into stone. So no one's gonna get through that, and we could cast them away. Still, I think I'll abandon this. Not because I think you can't do this, but this seems to be. They're throwing something at us at this point that is way above what we've faced so far. Like, in a much harder. So what I'm guessing is, and it also had the Betrayer's Gate there where the Lich King was. I think we are basically an area that, while doable, is probably much harder than any other of our options. So I'm inclined to just leave it. We're going to go back there anyway at some point. It's clearly part of the main plot line. That might be the problem. The Betrayer's Gate is important, but it's too soon. At the moment, we have no real reason to go to the Betrayer's Gate. What we're trying to, where the main plotline so far has taken us is to say, let's go after the hags in the Sunken City, or go talk to the woodmen in the north. Those are where the current primary plotline is telling us to go. I think I'm going to do exactly that. But to the forest or to the sunken city? I think I'll go to the forest. Um, maybe. Yeah, we have to go to both. Sunken City was... Sunken City was the place where the two women, the red and the white robe woman, basically got their plan that involved me. So we have to learn what they told the women. But the forest is to learn more about the Spirit Eater. I don't regret going to the vault though. We got a good power out of it. Beneath the serene surface of Lake Mulsantir lay more bodies than any cemetery or battlefield. I want to go to the shadow version of the docks, see if there's anything there. There was a campfire. Clive the Dandy. By the stars of the heavens, what is this vision before me? A bird flown straight from the heavens to our tiny theater, I think. She is a vision that has chosen to grace us with our presence. Such a gift. You have me at a disadvantage, gentlemen. What do you mean? I suffer, priestess of Ilmater, but it is no small suffering. It is my heart that aches greatly, and only your gentle touch can soothe it. Please, a kind word, lass, a fetching glance, and we shall be restored. I don't know what you speak. Ah, this bird is too pure for the likes of us, Clive. Better leave off. Like the fat wizard and his wench, is not meant to be. A wizard and someone else. Priest, wizard, someone, and rogue. What is it? What's all this? Has Shelvedar gone and hired more logs? What happened to Galen and Mink? I'm gonna try to bluff. They're dead, and Shelvedar hired me in their place. Dead? How? They were trained in the streets of Telfam, blooded in Showtown against the Golden Swords, hand-picked by the guildmasters. Was it the witches? Are we found out? Quiet, keep your wits, and tell me this: would Shelvedar hire some foreign lout without asking me first? I say not. This dog is White Feather's spy, or worse, she blundered here on a whim. Either way, it's bad luck for her. Okay, what exactly are we seeing? A Shadow Master. Urban bars. Okay, very dangerous. More Shadow Masters. There's thieves. A decent mage and a priest. Ooh, more Shadow Masters. Sneak attack, yeah, this is gonna be wonderful.
For the crusade.
Living undead, otherwise you're dead.
My magic will erase this nuisance.
Defensive casting or you're not gonna cast shit. This is gonna be bad. Because I'm not going to be able to damage the thieves with a lot of my spells. Actually might as well do. Okay. Looking at my options, I don't think the thieves are gonna give a shit about a lot of our attack spells, but the priest can't ignore it. Can't target him. Oh my god, that is aggravating. It's a priest of masks, so there's all kinds of illusion spells he's gonna rely on. I need to bring those defenses down, otherwise I can't grab. The enemy group is better than us, so unless I can switch things around quickly, this is gonna be a troublesome thing. Holy shit, there's no... Yeah, this guy has amazing fortitude. How the hell am I gonna kill him? Well... I'm pretty pleased as one option. And it's not a bad option. I'm looking at the enemies we have here, and we haven't really done anything in this fight. They're all pretty much in their perfect condition still. So.
Time to finish this.
No, they're not. Need to prevent this goddamn cleric from casting things. Yeah. Fucker revived people. Resurrected. Haven't really had to deal with this problem Very serious fight. Priest. If we could have annihilated the priest earlier, that would have been great. Ivan Borsk. Ivan, I can't really do shit to you, and that's the problem. That's a big goddamn problem. Could I somehow cause you trouble? It might be better for me to do pretty much anything else but to try to waste my time on him at the moment. And the wizard is in perfect health too. Yeah, did not take this fight all that seriously, and now it's really too late to take it seriously. The priest. The priests screwed us over. Or rather, me ignoring the priest. Usually they don't particularly do anything too interesting in the fight. This one actually resurrected dead people. Okay. Now eat your soul. Instant death abilities coming our way.
How's true? My spell was ruined.
What the fuck? Twice in a row my spell got through and no? Ah, the bastard has spell absorption. Not exactly unexpected though. The big problem is that we still have Ivan Borsk there. Well, if I can't take care of the mage, we're in deep shit anyway. Too late. This spell is not gonna do anything to Ivan anyway, so I might as well waste on this guy. Heal. Kill him, kill him, kill him! It's very hard to hit. Does he have any more defenses then? Okay, only the one guy remains. And I don't think I'm a good guy to try to kill him, but whatever. I can still weaken him. Yep. His strength should be weakened. We're hitting him, so we can kill him. 455 experience points. So yeah, serious fight. Right. I think this is where he initially died, when he got resurrected. Brown Dragon Shield, letter from Ivan Borsk.
I'm overloaded.
I like this. I like the fact that we fought against more dangerous undead groups, because you need that sort of pressure to mold things like your spell list to be actually efficient. Currently, I've half-assed things for a long time. I haven't really had to do any effort in fighting or anywhere else. Unless some kind of really huge amount of bad luck has come our way, we've always pretty much just walked all over all of the opposition. With the undead groups, we would actually have to try to do something correctly. Just half-assing it is never gonna be enough. Brown Dragon Shield. Plus 5 shield, 75% immunity to acid. Disintegrate one use per day. Not a bad shield. It's a power shield though. I suppose the acid immunity is something we should keep an eye on. Why 75% immunity to acid? No one's really been using acid so far. Letter from Ivan Borsk. This letter is adorned with several half-finished runes, probably protective enchantments, which the author never had time to complete. The message reads as follows. To Grand Master Finlothier in Telfland. Our journey from Thesk was uneventful, and we have established ourselves in Mulsantir as ordered. Our spy, Shelvedar Noom, has proved helpful, and I commend your wisdom in sending him to prepare the way for us. He enjoys his role as a local wag and drunkard overmuch, though I suppose it endears him to these savage folk. As expected, the boundaries within the plane of shadow are weak in Mulsantir. We have used this fact to our advantage, setting up a refuge near the ferry landing. Several of the prominent merchants have been informed of our presence, and we have begun collecting fees as a price of doing business without incident. Incredibly, these ignorant brutes have no existing guild of thieves or assassins, so our operations in Mulsantir should proceed unopposed. When you receive this letter, please dispatch the additional agents we discussed. Once they arrive, I will see that local officials, such as the ferrymaster, a brood of Orcish descent, are replaced with our own people. The servant Ivan Boris, Guildmaster of Shadows, Mulsantir. Um, what's the name of the contact man? Shelvedar Noom. We need to do something about our carry weight situation. Time to sell this crap away. We need to rest anywho. Ooh, our hunger has increased. Maybe, yep. Apparently we ate twice in a day. Got a brilliant spirit and stuff. This idea, well, we're not going to be battling undead, hopefully. So we're gonna switch up our spell selection somewhat.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy's gonna die if we keep doing this. That's a big problem.
I'm ready if you need me.
I don't think taking one of many with us was all that amazing of a choice. We'll see. The party limit is somewhat annoying to me. Very much so. Much more now when it's just one guy who has to be constantly left behind on his own. When it was half a dozen other guys, then I couldn't care less. But now, it's just surely one extra guy can come with us. I would assume it's balancing reasons, but it's not exactly incredibly difficult now either. Yeah, spells. Oh, instant undead kill spells. We can forget about those. They work just fine, but against the guys you would really want them to work, they don't really work. So I'm not super attached to these maximized firebrands either. Fingers of Death, matches hold person. No thanks. Evacuate. Yeah, that might work. It's half of your life lost. There's no real saving throw. There's ranged touch attack, but that's it. We have... no. Quit wilting. Half damage for fortitude saves. Okay. Hmm. Greater Missile Storm. Yeah. Missile Storm is without a doubt still useful. However, everyone has so many hit points that you really have to spam those. Big Piece Crushing Hand. I'll take another one. That basically neutered their main attack guy in the Thief fight. He didn't do shit after we got a Big Piece Crushing Hand on him. Well, Banshee, good open. Anything else? Dominate Monster? Oh. Oh. Just not seeing anything particularly interesting. Ah. Persistent invisibility. That's nice. Except that the moment you do something, you're gonna lose it anyway. Persistent death armor. that's no good. I just can't see all that many useful things here, so I guess I'll do the maximized firebrands then. Huh. What about here, level 5? Sort of a similar situation. I suppose confusion might work. But what I'm missing really is dominate person. Right. Okay, this looks at least a little bit better. Right. Totally worthless against undead, but I want to see if the contact is here. Shelvedar Noom. Yeah, we've met you before, haven't we?
Dear John Queedy there.
Lilina, let me buy you a drink. They say that generosity makes one wealthy in friends, and since I'm poor in all else, I will take what I can. I encountered some friends of yours, Shelvedar, in the Shadow Plane. What? And I found a letter addressed to a guild master in Thesk. It seems that you are a spy. I see. You trying to blackmail me, or do you intend to leave me bloody on the floor? 5,000 gold. I can't take a piss in this game with 5,000 gold. How would I kill the spy? You've been a friend to me, so I'm not going to betray you. What can I gain from this? Fair warning. I thought I could do something more interesting. I guess we're going to take the... You've been a friend to me, Noom. Whatever else you've done, I won't betray you to the witches. Actually, he hasn't really been a friend. He hasn't been a shithead towards us, but it's more or less just been a merchant. Out of the bad options I have here, I'll take it. Influence gain Kaelin. Didn't expect that. In forgiveness lies healing, no matter what the law decrees. You see, this mercy in you is welcome. Oh, then you're a better friend than any other I've had, though I've had precious few to tell the truth. And speaking of friends, I once knew a merchant from Shaolong who swore that I would always be welcome in his house, which was conveniently several thousand leagues away. I believe I shall go and see if he was lying. Well, a couple of guys leveled up thanks to that.
Yes.
And with you, it's an important level up, because you get access to epic spells too. I'm not sure if they do. It's a pretty powerful thing to be able to do, though. Yeah, Vampiric Feast. Oh, shit. How about Mass Foul instead? This because it's a transmutation spell and she's a transmutation specialist. She might get unexpected bonuses here. Not quite sure what it would be. This spell transforms all hostile creatures of medium size or smaller in the area into chickens. Transformation is permanent. Fortitude save. So decent against casters and rogues. You don't have flesh stone. But we don't really need it. But it's we really should have it. And blind sight too, I suppose. Something to spot invisible creatures anyway.
Yes.
Yes, yes you. Too much heal, too much undeath eternal foe. Couple of implosions. Don't really care for the Storm of Vengeance because it's a fixed duration of 60 seconds. Let's see how the implosion spells are gonna work out for us. You could really use some kind of a meta magic feat, so I wouldn't be stuck with the spells of a single level. Power spell, that's what you need. Also, I'll take Word of Fate is a good spell. Anything else? I'll say Living might be a good spell at this point. Everything seems more or less just fine. Right.
Yes.
Guess we're heading, well, either the witches or the forest. I think I'll go toward the forest. We're gonna switch up the crew. How many is, well, I don't know really what to make of him. I'd rather have Gan with us.
Back again, I see. And what may this one? Ah, but you have. Excellent.
Excellent indeed.
All who can hear, follow.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, we're about as ready as we're gonna get, I think. Unless we want to do some kind of crafting section. Oh shit, no. Tome of Propane Rebirth. That's something we haven't done. Something we need to do. I'm going to sell excess crap, go back to the rest, go back to Shadow Plane and see what we can do with the ritual. Ritual of becoming a lich. I'm not sure how it ties together with the guy looking for necromancy information though. Should we talk to him first? I think we want to do whatever we can with the ritual first. I mean, I don't really give two shits about if he's going to learn necromancy or not. That's not my problem. Why did I get these fire agate gems? I guess I'm sort of a little paranoid about that. Because they were all in a single place just suddenly. Stone to flesh. That could be useful someday. But we have to keep in mind that the bag of holding we have is not really a bag of holding. It has weight, no matter how much we want to pretend it does not. So, I don't really care about these. Whatever. Whatevs. Half a million. Not gonna sell everything, but we're probably gonna sell most of this shit. Brown Dragon Shield, we don't even have, or whatever. It could be useful, I'm not saying that, but I can't just keep holding on to everything just because it might be useful at some point. Still, that helped with the carry weight quite a bit. And we have 600,000 gold. There's a good high probability that there's gonna be a fight near the lich, so we really should rest. Or should we? Yeah, we can afford it. And it's daytime, so there's no shit portal anymore.
Liking things on.
Just can't get a break. The opposition there isn't too bad though, it's like 2 Death Knights or something like that. Formidable opponents, but not good enough, not nearly good enough.
Time to finish this.
Not quite sure what we would be really even gaining from this.
Brutus Christus, l'arma shore. Descent halrel por. Liking things on. Dear John Queen. Dear John Queen.
Definitely use a little bit more spirit energy. If we get a chance to feed on one of the Death Knights, I'll do it. I mean, we're leaving the city anyway on a trip, which means we're gonna get to rest, and if the craving is gonna reset anyway,
Time to finish this.
or we can use another feeding without increasing the craving after that, so we might as well use it now. Wonder how this will work. You see a desiccated shell that was once a man. Being harmed the body. Try to complete the ritual. Use the alternate ritual found in the Book of Necromantic Lore to release this man's soul from the phylactery. Okay. I think if I complete it, we're probably going to face 2 Death Knights and a Lich. I'm sort of curious though. The alternate ritual is much harder to get by. So I think I'll use the alternate ritual. Wait, I'm familiar with the rituals that are similar to this one. Do you truly want to attempt this alone? I'd rather you complete the ritual if you're willing. Freeing his soul from the phylactery shouldn't be dangerous. This will only take a moment. Let Sophia complete the ritual. Now, Death Knights are just walking away. No more master to protect. Talisman of pure good. Charisma, wisdom, spell resistance. It's not exactly
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
that good. Suppose it's a good compromise. And what level is this? Ooh, a little too much undead to death for you. Right.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Critical failure, trap trigger. Success not possible.
Yes.
Well, we can change that.
Initiation. Yes.
+2 to our lockpicking attempt.
Yes.
Scroll, Rakshasa Staff. Energy drain, power word kill.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Sorcerer and Wizard's bonus spells. Fire damage. Charm monster, charm person, dominate person. Use of charges. Not that many charges though. And this could be useful. Wait a minute, what are
Yes.
you using? Light crossbow. Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
How about noob? Yeah, you still have terrible spells. Especially on the middle levels. Nothing really worthwhile. Whatever. No. Maximize that. Okay. Right.
I'll take the lead.
So that was a bit more
Time to finish
anticlimactic
this.
than I was expecting, but whatever. We're going to take a short trip to the Kelembor's temple, talk to the guy who was looking for necromantic ritual tomes. No matter what he says, we'll be ending it there. Go to the Fairy Master and leave for the forest. We have to feed though. We don't have to, but we might as well. There's no downside to it. There were spirits outside this city. I think that's a good choice. I don't think it means we'll probably arrive wherever we need to go in a good condition, and we don't have to worry about feeding. So it would be silly to just leave without feeding.
Time to finish this.
I'm going through the witches. Might be able to report some of the things that happened. Buy some good faith with them. No. I came across a book you might find interesting. Details the process of becoming a lich. I've never seen anything like it. What do you want in exchange for it? I'm afraid I have a little of material wealth. It's a gift. Have fun with it. Thank you. I cannot study at home here in where Tarovik, Kellenvor himself might see me. Gone, gotta level up. I don't think we need to rest because of him. Travel will level him up anyway. I mean, rest him anyway. We just need to feed a little bit. A little bit of a snack before moving on.
Yes.
Yes. Level 20 Spirit Shaman. Not sure what I would want to develop further. Strength or dexterity. I'm fine with casting spells. This is not a spell cast, this is more of a buffer. He can't really affect other people all that well. I think he has weapon finesse, so we might as well push that up, but you need some level of strength. I suppose we can try rely on strength to increasing items. Anything extra? At least we can switch things around. 7, 8, 9. Okay, creeping goo. Because might be useful. Or swamp lung might be useful too. All of these things are useful. Well, maybe not this one. Swamp lung drops. What the fuck does it do? It's a lot of damage to your physical attributes. Yeah, I was thinking about drown. So, Finger of Death. Nature's Avatar. You know, Storm Avatar would be what I was thinking. Buffs your abilities. Prevents from being knocked down. I don't. The Finger of Death is not that important because again, his DC is not that amazing. So he's mostly going to fail in instant kills anyway. Suppose we might as well take Elemental Swarm over the other. Storm of Vengeance. Huh. Again, his saving throws are sort of a difficulty class is sort of weak. Maybe healing. Frost damage. Again, but problem is, ooh, Fortitude save has. I want to switch a spell no matter what. Snow Creature 5 to Slay Living.
take the lead.
Took a little bit longer than I thought.
Wait here for now.
Yes.
I'll take the lead. Wait here for now.
Elthor Stag. Provoke. We could try to suppress things too, but
Time to finish this.
full energy, no extra craving. Much better situation for us.
Time to finish this.
Come on, Balokati!
I'll take the lead. I'll take the lead. Time to finish this.
Do we need anything extra? I want to make sure of it before I make a fool of myself trying to go on the ferry ride and I can't. And not being able to go there. Don't think so. Won't be the first time I'm wrong though. Basil. The witches say you need a boat. A faster way you won't find to the Ashen Wood unless you know witch magic. 10,000 coins is the price, and not a single coin less. I know its value, and no silver tongue will change my mind. Take the cash. Ashen Wood's 3 days away, if the winds are kind. You don't have the look of the sailor about you, though. I learned how to use small bows where I grew up. May the winds be at your back then. Command word to activate the boat is Vengersnaven. Of course it is.